Well, welcome back to the channel. So today I'm not out and about, I am actually in my own back garden today, and I'm here only for one reason, is that I've got a nice item that I would like to do a quick review on. So let me show you. So last couple of weeks I was contacted by Birdfy, or Birdfy, I think it's pronounced, and they contacted me and asked me would I do a review on the Birdfy Feeder Bamboo version. Now this is not just any bird feeder, this is a bird feeder that has a HD camera placed in it, and it also detects birds as well, and it tells you and recognises their ID as well when they come and feed on here. So they've asked me would I do a quick review on their product, and so what I'm going to do today is we're going to open this box up and we're going to install it into an area that I've got in my garden. So let's have a look what's in the box. So as always, we get the instructions, and if anyone that knows me will know that I do not read instructions. Never have, never will, unless it's really important, and obviously then I will start to look at instructions when I get frustrated with something and it doesn't work. So let's have a look what we've got in here, because there's a few boxes. So bear with me, let's get that out. So first set of boxes I have is the camera itself. Now I know this is the camera because obviously, because it's something new that's coming, I don't want to do a review on something that hasn't been checked first. So this is the camera that's going to go into the bird feeder. So let's put that out there, ready. We'll have mountains of boxes in here in a minute, aren't I? We've got what looks like a box with all the solar panel parts in. Let's just check that out. So yeah, we've got a nice, lovely, flush, pretty lightweight to be honest, solar panel, and obviously we've got all its gubbins in here, brackets, screws, different items that we can use there. Let's get rid of some of that. So that'll be something that I'll be putting up last. We don't need to put up that right now. That's something for later. So let's have what's in this box. Again, we've got all the brackets. We've got looks like some sort of strapping system. Maybe you could put that onto trees, because if you've got big thick tree areas that you can put it onto in a good location, that comes in handy. So we've got the plate. We've got various of hose pipes, brackets, different sizes. So again, it depends on what kind of area you want to put it. It's come provided with a screwdriver, USB cable, which I'm presuming that's to charge the camera up with. I used my own at the time because I got a lot of USB free systems anyway. The antenna. Tell you what, let's screw that on now, and then that's done, so we don't lose that. Oh, a bit fiddly. So obviously the antenna, which obviously once you've linked it up to your Wi-Fi, that should hopefully work from your garden. And obviously it comes with screws. Now today I'm not going to need to use a screw system, and I'll explain that in a minute for you. So let's just move that box out of the way because I don't need that one. Another box that's down the side here, so hang on a sec with that. Oh, this is an extended perch, but again I'll explain that again in a minute. It says extension perch. Right, and the main attraction of the day is the actual feeder itself. So as you can see, we've got a nice lovely feeder here in black, top and bottom, a nice easy clip lid. Looks like you've got your compartments here that you can fill your bird food up from. And then down the centre here is obviously where you're going to place your camera, which will then capture your birds up on the ledge here. It's got a bit of a tray which you can take out from what I can gather here, so you can keep that nice and clean, because obviously we don't want any bird food going rotten and you know, making the birds ill. It can make them poorly, it also can kill them as well. So this is quite nice. It's well been made. It's got an IP, I think it's an IP, let me just double check, it's written on here somewhere on the box. So it's got an IP 65 waterproof rating for this, which is good for you. You can just go straight out with this product up onto the sides. And again, you can always get yourself some yacht varnish over the years, or even straight away, to make this obviously a lot more waterproof, and it goes a lot further. So right, let's try and get this fitted. Now I'm not putting it into a tree, and I'm not putting it up onto a wall today. I'm going to be, I don't know if you can see it in the back, but we've got a big post that's here in the back, and it's a perfect location for us to put this bird feeder up. As you can see, we've got a lot of shrubbery around, which is a safe place for the birds to go and hide, especially if you get any sparrow hawks or anything like that come over, which we do get to see every now and again. So yeah, let's try and get this fitted. So I will be using the hose brackets which have come, and they've come in 2 different sizes. Now with me using it onto this pole behind here, I'm going to use the biggest one. But if you were to use like a normal bird feeder stand where you've got that only a few mils of pole, then obviously you have got the option that there is smaller brackets provided as well. Again, I'll be doing the solar panel. You can do that in the same way. That gets provided also with some nice brackets here, but I'll explain about the solar panel later, because I'm going to have to do it slightly different just for the thickness of this pole that we've got here. So let's get the parts out, and let's get this put up on the pole. Right, so let's get these brackets on. First thing I need to do is get the fiddly bits out of the way, which makes it a lot bit easier when I get up on them steps and put it on. So it's quite easy to do, to be honest, this. Even if you're going to be using it on a normal sort of bird feeder or a bird stand where, like I explained before, you can use the smaller brackets. It's easy enough to put together. So you don't always have to have a wall or anything like us, because where I am here now, most of my edges around our garden have got shrubbery and bushes and trees. So my only option would be is attaching it to the fence panels, which where I am in our garden at the moment, I've got a small bird stand already over here with a couple of feeders on, and I've also got bird boxes that are also dotted around, and I don't really want it too close to them, whilst the bird boxes won't get used. Even though it's, you know, it's like having McDonald's on your doorstep, the birds don't look at it like that. Right, I don't need the strap, so we can get rid of that out of the way. I don't need them smaller brackets, so that's good. Right, let's get this fitted. Okay, so that was nice and easy. As you can see from these brackets, they've got a nice like a butterfly sort of attachment on them. So as long as you make sure they're tight, there should be no reason why this bird box should come off, fingers crossed. So what I'm going to do is let's get this hooked up onto the brackets now, and let's see how it sits. I think that's look quite secure up there. It looks quite nice up there as well, don't you think? Tell you what, I'll show you a quick view of it. You can have a look. You can come and see for yourself. So as you can see, it's gone onto it. It's secure, and this is an old washing line post that was in here when we originally moved in, so we kept them to use them for growing plants up and anything else really. It's come in very handy for a lot of stuff over the past. Right, so we need to look at attaching this solar panel up. So as you can see, you get plenty of wire, so you've got no excuses to not get it into the sun somewhere. So what we're going to do with this is, because obviously that washing pole post is quite thick compared to the brackets that have been provided, I need to fit this with zip ties, which I have come prepared with. So what we're going to do, I know these are a bit long, but they will get cut off, but it's just the fact that they're nice and thick and it isn't going to fall off. So let's get this fitted, and then we shall see how it looks. So that's that bracket on. Now we just find out how to attach the, let's just move you up a little bit and you can see me. There you go. Right, let's see what we've got in here that we have to attach. Right, some brackets. Some little grub screws. To go on here, and I think this goes here. It's just really showing you how easy this actually is to go together. It's not as complicated really as you think. It's just a little fiddly in places, knowing which bit is to go at which end. That's the only thing now. Let's see, that goes on there, to go on there. Have a look. Now, let's have a quick look. There you are. See, instructions do have to come out sometimes, you know, even for me. Let's have a quick look. Apparently goes on the end, so I was doing it right. It's just being a bit awkward. Right, so have a check on here. So that goes onto your solar panel, which is there. And then we have a little, oh, where's it gone? There it is, a little grub screw that goes on this end, and then that goes on to the panel itself. Okay, so now it's time to get the camera put into place. So this needs to go through there, so bear with me. I need to fill out with some wires now, try to figure out how that comes through. So one of the things I have just figured out is it's best to put the wire through before you put the bird feeder actually onto the rack itself, because the hole's very close to the back. So let's figure out the best way of now fitting this camera. Let's get it turned on first to make sure we're working. Now I have pre-prepared this setup for this camera, so hopefully when I log on it should work for me. So let's have a look. Onto live. All being well, if we connect up, we've got a nice live picture going on my phone, so that's a good sign that the Wi-Fi is picking up from over here as well. Right, let's figure out which way this has got to go in now. Bear with me, the instructions need to come out, so let's have a look for them. The instructions came out. You know, anything to do with a computer or to do with a camera, I never read the instructions at all. Bird feeder with a camera in it, the instructions had to come out, didn't they? So I found out, actually you can come with me, because then I'll be able to show you what the problem was. So as you can see here, I'll try and show you. So that's my bracket attached up for my solar panel, which I've got here, which has got plenty of wire at the moment, but we'll get rid of that. Some of that can go inside the box. So I was trying to, where have you gone? There. So I was trying, let's try and bring this round, there you go, you can see me at the same time. So I was trying to get the camera through this hole with an aerial, and then obviously wire at the bottom. It don't work like that. Simple things, simple things. Oh look, it opens, it opens. Talk about making my life a lot easier. Right, I'm going to have to just put you down for a minute while I attach this. Let me just move this camera. I can now attach this camera into here on the wire, and hopefully it will be attached. I've just got to figure out now whether it's got to go this way. Oh, haha. So it goes there. I'm feeling it. It's quite snug in there. Very snug. That camera's going to go in nice and tight into that holder, and then hopefully when that's shut up, it'll all be in line and we'll be able to see. But I can't do it one-handed, so I'm going to have to put you on the floor again. You stay there, and I will point you in the right direction, and I'll still talk to you. There we go. Right, attempt 4. Let's see what we can do now. So, let's get the electric in for a starter. And on the inside there is like these rubber sections. I was saying to you it was quite tight to get it in for access. So, let's try. Put this into here. Way up. And also make sure the lid's down. Don't do what I've just done. So that's not quite in line yet. So to me, I need to turn that upside down. See, I guess this is why you should read the instructions and don't do what I do. And do it yourself. Thinking it's easy. There we go. It's going in there now. It's nice and snug. Right. Lift that up there. Make sure that's nice and lined up. Which it is. Right, I shall show you what we've done. So as you can see up here, it's all nice and flush and snug in there. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to put the extension perch just onto here, which come with it, which then gives you the option for obviously bigger birds to come on. So we'll put this on, and then we'll start looking at getting it filled up. Let's get that in. It's just a bit, again, it's just a bit snug, but sometimes that's a good thing. It's better than it being loose. But it just slides on, and there's your extension sat in place. There you go. And the plate's in. So all we need to do now is fill it up and hopefully attract the birds. So there you go. That was a short attempt, weren't it, to build that up. So what I'll do now is I'll go and get myself some food for putting in there, and I'll show you how we fill it up. So let's go and get some. Right, it's time to get it filled. Now you have to bear with me because we have our food in big buckets. I don't have any bag stuff that I could just tip in. So it's going to take a little bit of filling. But we've already had interest in it. When I went getting the tub out, we've already had, I think it might have been a cold tit at the time, come to investigate. So hopefully it won't take too long and we can get a lot more interest. So now this bird feeder does take about 3 litres of bird food. So I've got a mix here of suet and mealworm, and I think there's also some sunflower seeds in here as well. So hopefully we should have enough to go on the sides. Let's clean some of this edging off. Right, I think we've got plenty to go out there for now. Let's make sure there's nothing on the tops so the lid can go down. Right, let's see how we go with that. And we'll see how we can go with that now, and hopefully get some interest. I'll tell you what I'll do is I will pop you some footage up. I'll leave it up now for a bit of time, and put some footage up of what I get on the mobile phones. What I'll do as well is I'll also show you a little bit what you need to do with it, because I didn't really mention a lot before. But at the bottom of the camera when you get it, there's a QR code. So in the instructions it will tell you that you need to download an app. Now it's a Birdfy Feeder app that you download. Now you can get it on a Android, or you can get it on an iPhone as well. So if you download the app off there, it's absolutely free, it don't cost anything. And then if you follow the instructions, it'll ask you just to point your camera at a QR code that's on your phone, and what it does then, it all links up between the two, and obviously it connects to your Wi-Fi as well, so you get you to put your Wi-Fi details into the app as you go along the instructions, so it all links up. Now there is an option of putting a memory card into that camera, which I haven't done that directly. So what you could have is just generally recording and capturing footage. You could take the memory card out and you can go and put that onto a computer if you wanted to, or it's like a bit of a backup as well. But I've still got a lot of playing to do with that myself to see how it goes. But I'm quite happy for it just to link it up to my phone and send me notifications when something lands on there. Now we do get a variety of birds in our gardens, and we also get visitors from the grey squirrels as well. So at no point they'll probably come and have a look. But what I'll do is, once we get some activations on the camera, I will pop some footage at the end of this, and then you can have a look how it looks from the opposite direction, from the camera out. and obviously a little bit of how it works as well. So I know this has only been a little bit of a small video today, and it's been something a bit unusual for me to do as well. But I hope you have enjoyed the small review that I have done of this lovely bird feeder that we've got here. Now, I don't get any commission whatsoever from this video, so what I'll do is I will pop a link up below in my description. So if you are interested in looking for a bird feeder with this company, they've got a variety of different ones you can have. You don't have to have anything as big as what we've got here. They do some smaller ones as well, which are just you know, a couple of litres worth of food that goes on them. They even do what I have seen myself is like a bird bath, and it has a solar panel in the centre, and it's got like a little bit of a fountain that comes with it, but it's also got a camera on the side so that you can record birds coming down and drinking from the bird bath, and also having a wash and giving themselves a good clean down as well, which are quite nice to have. So yeah, there's definitely a variety on there for you to look at. So do visit the page, you know, go and have a look what these guys have got. But I'm quite happy with that. I think I've got a good location going on here. Plenty of area for the birds to disappear if they need to, like I explained already at the beginning of the video. And it's definitely going to keep them fed for quite a length of time with the amount of food that it fits inside of here as well. So that's it for this for this video. Like I say, I will put some footage at the end of what comes on my mobile triggers, and I'll make sure I get some recordings for you, and then you can have a look for yourself. So I hope you've enjoyed this little review, and you never know, you might get one of yourself in your own garden. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.